lots of shades of green and pink, which is somewhat of a contrast to the other box, which contains blue and cream. This Elite Trainer box includes 11 Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift booster packs, one full art promo card featuring Screamtail or Iron Bundle with the Pokémon Center logo, one full art promo card featuring Screamtail or Iron Bundle, 65 The Pokémon TCG Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift Pokémon Center Elite Trainer box includes 11 Pokémon TCG Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift booster packs, one full art foil promo card featuring Screamtail or Iron Bundle with a Pokémon Center logo, one full art promo card featuring Screamtail or Iron Bundle, 65 card sleeves featuring Roaring Moon or Iron Valiant, 45 Pokémon TCG Energy cards, a player's guide to the Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift expansion, 6 damage dice counters, 1 competition flip die, which is a legal coin, 2 plastic condition markers, a collector's box to hold everything in, with 4 dividers to keep it organized, and a code card for the Pokemon trading card game live. Within the Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift Elite Trainer box comes the player's guide and the box itself. Before we dig into the box though, I'll appreciate some of the art that can be found on the inside of the box. To start with, we have the player's guide, as they are very cute. We have the Iron Bundle, which is one of the feature cards that you can get in this booster box. We have a very cool Latios and Deoxys. A very cool Gligar next to this Onyx. We have a Zubat, which shows the ultrasonic or supersonic attack. We have a Golbat, who has had quite the glow up since Gen 1. Also, a big feature for me in the set is this dark Morpeko that looks very evil and very cute, but in an evil way. We have the whole family of Porygon, including Porygon Z, which I believe will be the card that I want the most out of this set, but for the full art edition. We also have Tandemaus in two forms this set. They are both very cute mice. And we also get an EX edition of Mousehold, which will definitely be going in one of my decks. Also, this expansion, we have a new waifu of Parasol Lady. This Snorlax doll is also very cute. It's very blush. I hope the Pokémon Center releases it. We also have this dead media format that they seem to want to include because a USB would not look as cool. Right next to the Techno radar. I don't know what they're radaring for, but it's in the future. Now, we're at the full art cards. These full art cards are very nice, this expansion. This Snorunt is very... it just feels very Minnesota to me. So I'm hoping to get that one. This Magpie sitting in a pool of lava, just trying to enjoy himself. It's very desirable. We also have Mantike, the manatee Pokemon, observing what I assume is the Deep Sea Explorer. The Valsula Veluza contains a hidden Staryu, or rather, it contains a Staryu with it. That's very cool. We also have a full portrait of Blustle and Minun, seemingly being the cool people at a party. 400 has a very cool art style that is quite a bit different than the rest of the full art cards. Same with this A-bomb being what appears to be clay. There's also, how could I forget, this Morpeko on the full art page. Still very evil, but what appears to be with a lot of candy. This Porygon Z card, I think, is my chase card for this expansion. It's everything I've ever wanted to be an e-girl streamer. For the remainder of the cards, they are all very cool. One of the big changes with the new Scarlet and Violet sets is all of these Unfortunately, the card that appeared on screen for getting free cards in the online trading card game has been redeemed by myself because I am a TCG addict. We can see all of the contents that were listed on the outside of the box. We'll start from the least important to the most important. The least important, I would arguably say, is the energy cards, because they come with everything, and I don't think they have any value. Next up we have the dice. The 6 damage counters and the full die are made out of plastic. They have an okay weight to them. We have 2 status counters made of plastic. The first one is burned and the second one is poison. We have the card dividers, which look very cool, matching the art style of the outside box. Speaking of matching the art style of the outside box, we also have deck sleeves. I don't know what I'm going to put in this yet, but I don't know what I'm going to put in this yet, but I really do like how the gradient fades to a full color at the top. We also have the iron bundle that came with this Elite Trainer box. The Pokémon Center Edition comes with 2 different ones. This first one here is what comes in the normal Elite Trainer box, and the second one here is identical, but only comes with the Pokémon Center Edition box, which is indicated by the Pokémon Center logo, just at the bottom right of the artwork. I really enjoy this card because the artwork extends to the bottom of the card. There's also the new edition of this feature tag in the top right. These will be kept for safekeeping. Finally, we have 4, 8, 11 booster packs. I'm gonna lay them out based on the art style of each. You know, I really enjoy the Scarlet and Violet series so far, specifically because of how the packs feel. They're weighted, and they feel solid, and they don't feel cheap. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you hold a pack from the previous generations and hold one of these packs, they just feel like a solid product. I don't like solid as in they just feel dense. They feel like you're going to win a lot of the chase cards. Oh, that's satisfying. just sound massive. Since we have 4 of each except for this last one, we will open these ones last. Oh, sorry, 2 of them. Yeah, the math checks out. There are 11 here. So we'll start from my personal preference of left to right with these. I'll just set these aside for the moment, still keeping them in view, ideally. Perfect. Now, I really hope that Ball Guy here is going to help us get the chase cards. So we'll start with this first pack. Careful to not cut any cards. I just like to do this to get it started. As with the previous Scarlet Violet sets, I am not anticipating this set to require any tricks to get the rare at the bottom. So, well, I'll keep my challenge card. I mean my code card. And we're starting off with a Loudred. With a very square box head. We have a Remoraid. We have a Remoraid. We have a Pumpkaboo, a very pumpkin Pokemon. Oh, we have the Zubat using Supersonic. I am very excited to get this one, but I also know it is a common. We have a very cool art style Absol, an uncommon. I also did not notice that there is flavor text in the bottom right, and it's very cool. We have a Simisage, the Thorn Monkey Pokemon. We found Norman. We have a Reverse Hollow NaCl stack, also known as Sodium stack. He is pretty stacked like Sodium. The Rock Salt Pokemon, if you will. With the Reverse Hollow fighting type. We also have a Skurskit Reverse Hollow with the nice leaf foil. And we have a Roaring Moon EX. That is a nice pull. We have a double star, which means double the rarity. I really like that a lot. It's very shiny and bears the ancient tag in the top right. We'll set this to the side and I will grab more back. The next pack will be from the same set, or rather the same art style. last, we have a reverse hollow psychic type of Tinkatink. And we have a hollow rare of a bathroom, the ostrich Pokemon, and a water type. Nice. I really like how the hollow matches with the border. I'll get it one of these times. Alright, we're now on our last of this artwork. We have a flamingo. Sorry, flamigo. He's your amigo. We have a Boreon in a builder setting. I really like the artwork on this one. We have a Seadra. We have a Magpie spitting fire. We have a Minior, the meteor Pokemon. I'm surprised it didn't burn up in the atmosphere on his way to Earth. We have a Simipour, the geyser Pokemon. We have a Zeepstrika, a Thunderbolt Pokemon that is clearly a zebra. We have a shiny, oh, this is a hollow, a Future Booster Energy Capsule. I didn't realize that you could have hollow of uncommon cards in this set. It's very nice. We have Natu with the reverse hollow. And we have Zekrom, the deep black Pokemon, as our rare for the back. Pokemon. We have Dundozo, which looks like a very grumpy catfish. Wow, he has 5 energy for Hydro Splash to do 180, and he's a basic type. That's nuts. For retreat would be very hard. This would be a fun card to use. Veluza, a jettison Pokemon that looks like a shark. We have an Ambipom, who no longer has one tail with a hand, but 2 tails with what appears to be blissels. We have this in the normal type. Reverse Hollow. We have Leopard in a Reverse Hollow Darkness. And we have Garga NACL, another Rock Salt Pokemon. The evolution of NACL Stack. The second of 3 of this art style. A Pumpkaboo, a big feature of Halloween just a few days ago. Another Zubat, which will be going into a Zubat deck if I get more. We have a Gimmighoul. This is one of the Pokemon that has a very interesting full art that's quite a departure from the rest of them. We have Purloin, the deviously cat Pokemon. We have Sizlazar, which looks like if a lizard was a bike. Toadscruel. This was an artwork I was excited to get. We have a Slitherwing with the ancient tag in the top right. This is a Paradox Pokemon. Something I also didn't realize is that this set seems to have Pokemon that are just starting to hit up to 1,000. I didn't know there were that many Pokemon. Toxel, Reverse Hollow. Simisear, Reverse Hollow. It's a very cool artwork, very fire dancing. And we have it, boys. The Morpeko. He's very evil and very hungry for an apple and what appears to be an evil banana or an unripe banana. The last of 3. I love how these packs stare so much better than the last generation. it's a new Pokemon. We have a Glysaur. It looks very scary. We have a Honedge. The sword Pokemon is a reverse holo. We have a Zubat reverse holo. That is definitely going in my deck. And we have an Exactu. Much like Exactu. It's very cool artwork. I like what appears to be his coat. Or is it fur? I've never known, and I've never wanted to know the mystery, the secret of it. Alright, we're now starting the next pack set. This one. We're now on pack number 7 of 11. Seed, Gibble, the land shark Pokemon. We have a Panpour with a very cool art style. We have another technical machine, the Evolution. We have an Exploud. We have a Mila. A reverse holo Loudred with a very boxy mouth. We have the Clay Apom full art. Wow, that is beautiful. I love this card. And we have a Golsapod as the rare. I gotta get this one in a sleeve and look at it a little more. Yeah, it's super cool to see how the holo transitions. So it's very subtle until you're looking directly at it, and then all of the plants just start glowing like a rainbow. A very cool card. There's a high likelihood that that will be the pull that I like the most in the set, or from this box. The second of 3. We're starting out with a Horsey, a Joltik, Natu, a Remoraid, a Future Booster Energy Capsule, a Simisage. We have Norman again, a Reverse Holo Elegid, rest of this art style before we move on to our final two packs. Starting with a Joltik, another Loudred, Remoraid, Pumpkaboo, Doscruel. We have a Slitherwing Ancient Paradox Pokemon, a Technical Machine Devolution, a Reverse Hollow Purloin, a Reverse Hollow Galvantula, and a regular Hollow Deoxys. This Genome Spiral could come very handy. I also just noticed that the top of this card has 3 defects. That is unfortunate. That means it's going into a deck. Pack number 10. Pack number 10. We have a Honedge, a Dweeble. We haven't seen this one yet. A Horsey, another Joltik, a Medical Energy, a Steenie. This is also another Pokemon we haven't seen yet. A Glysaur. We have a Reverse Hollow Durant, an Iron Jugulis, the Paradox Pokemon. It has a lot of energy requirements. I don't think I've seen that many on a card before. It's a nice hollow. I like how the silver works on that card. And we have a Latios, regular hollow. I really enjoy how this card looks. It's very blue and very shiny. When I first read this Paradox Pokemon, I thought it said Iron Junglist. It does not. Bow, bow, bow. On to the last pack of the Elite Trainer box. Char Cadet, a Fire Child, Reverse Hollow, a Gabite, Reverse Hollow, and a Milotic Hollow rare. That concludes all of the pack opening for this. Of all the rares that we got, I would say my favorites are definitely this A-Bomb, the Morpeko, and I really like the Latios, but I do really like the hollow style of this card, even though it's like, I think it's a reverse hollow, but it's just that it's not like the other reverse hollows. But yeah, this is nice. I need to make sure I uncover Ball Guy, the featured character. This concludes the Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift set.